Welcome to the second episode of my new Star Wars series, What If? And today I'll be going over a topic that was suggested, so if you guys have any video suggestions or questions on Star Wars, make sure to comment them and I'll do my best to get to them, so let's get into it. The what if scenario I have for you is, what if Yoda didn't die and went to fight the Emperor and Vader in Return of the Jedi? So in Return of the Jedi, Yoda was around 900 years old when he died. He simply died of old age, but in this scenario, he dies of old age after the fight with Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine, and the stage of sickness that Yoda was in when Luke visited him will be how sick he becomes about halfway through the fight. But anyway, let's get into it. So Luke returned to Endor after Yoda's death, so technically speaking, some of the Rebel Alliance would meet Yoda, and Yoda would finally get to meet the Rebel Alliance for the first time, this including Princess Leia, Han Solo, and Chewie, including some of the rebels that were on Endor during the Battle of Endor. Yoda would have to stay with some of the rebels until they meet with the Wookiees, and there, Yoda will be able to communicate with them better, and Yoda will be able to handle the situation much better. Yoda and Luke will turn themselves in together, and one of the stormtroopers would question Yoda's loyalty to the Rebel Alliance, and Yoda would just bonk him in the head with his stick, and Luke would hold him back, of course. And they would continue their destiny to meet Vader in peace and surrender. And Vader would greet the old master that he served in the Clone Wars when he was Luke's age and younger. Yoda felt the dark side in Darth Vader, and they would both hand their lightsabers to Darth Vader. Vader and Luke would both go on to have their father and son talk, and they would continue on to the Death Star too. Darth Vader gives the two Jedi lightsabers to Palpatine, and he would take off Luke and Yoda's chains with the Force as he does in Return of the Jedi. "Hello there, old friend," Yoda would just grunt. "Ready for a rematch, Master Yoda?" And Palpatine tries to manipulate Luke with Yoda not noticing, but he obviously fails. They get to the point where Luke attempts to grab his lightsaber and tries to kill Palpatine, and Vader blocks Luke, but this is what happens instead. "Trying to manipulate you, he is. The dark side. Hold back, you must." Luke hardly listens to Yoda and stares at his lightsaber, wanting to strike down Palpatine. Yoda senses his future actions and says, "No, Luke, no." The exact words Obi-Wan said to Vader, or Anakin Skywalker, before Count Dooku electrocuted him, giving him multiple flashbacks, but only for a split second.
"No, Anakin, no!"
Luke grabs the lightsaber and attempts to strike down Palpatine, but is blocked by Vader. Vader and Luke go on to fight, leaving Yoda and Palpatine by themselves. "Old, we've both grown." "Indeed, old friend, indeed." And Palpatine attempts to electrify him, but fails when Yoda blocks the Sith lightning with the move he made fighting Count Dooku, and Yoda would grab his lightsaber, igniting it, and Palpatine stands up, igniting his own gold lightsaber, and they circle around each other. "Win, you will not, Sidious." I seriously doubt that. And their two blades strike, but this fight being slower, seeing how the two opponents are fairly old. Seeing how Yoda hasn't practiced or even touched a lightsaber for 20 years, his skills will be rusty, and using old methods used during the Clone Wars, Palpatine would have the perfect defense against every move of Yoda's, since he has studied Jedi and Sith defense and offensive lightsaber skills. The two would get tired quickly and use slower methods, and in the middle of every 5 strikes, Sidious attempts to electrocute Yoda, wasting more of his energy than Yoda, since would either lift his lightsaber or just absorbs the lightning into his hand. Palpatine managed to twist Yoda's lightsaber out of Yoda's hand and hold his lightsaber at his neck. Yoda would backflip over Palpatine, but he would kick Yoda right before he lands and knocks Yoda down. Palpatine begins to electrocute Yoda, taking away Yoda's energy and light, and Luke would hear the screaming, grunting, and pain of Yoda. By the time Luke hears Yoda is when Luke is hiding and Vader is trying to fish him out. Luke takes the opportunity and tricks Darth Vader and swiftly reaches the Emperor and Yoda's location. Luke stops the lightning, now the lightning reflecting off of Luke's lightsaber and killing and wasting Palpatine's energy now, instead of Yoda. Vader would call out Luke, and Luke pushes the lightning with all his might toward Palpatine, causing the Emperor to be pushed back through the air, giving enough time for Yoda to recover and get his lightsaber back. Luke turns towards Vader, and their fight will continue, Vader manipulating Luke again. Yoda reaches Sidious and stands over the crisped body of Palpatine, yet still alive but barely breathing. Palpatine looks up at Yoda and raises his hands in the air like he's innocent. Please don't kill me." Yoda raises his lightsaber to kill Palpatine, but he says his last words. Master Yoda, if you do this, you will become a Sith and take my place. Matter to me, it does not. Dying, I already am. And with those words, Yoda strikes down Palpatine, killing him once and for all. Yoda lies down next to Palpatine and then finds the strength to get up and walk toward the battle between Luke and Vader. Yoda stands at the top of the staircase and watches Luke beat down on Vader, striking him down, and all Yoda can do is say, Luke. He stops, and Vader and Luke look at Yoda, and he falls down the stairs, sliding next to Vader, and Vader sees what the Emperor did to his old master, and Luke and Vader kneel down next to him. Now, as a true father and son, he speaks weakly. Jedi, you are now. Turned Vader, you have. Luke and Vader looked at each other, then back at Yoda. May the Force be with you, Anakin. And also with you, Master Yoda. And Yoda would die in the hands of not Darth Vader, but Anakin and Luke Skywalker. Yoda becomes a Force ghost, reuniting with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan, where Luke and Anakin board the Imperial shuttle, escaping back to Endor, and somehow Luke will convince everyone that he is no longer Vader, but Anakin Skywalker, and everyone will live on to enjoy their lives without the Empire. Thanks for watching. I really enjoyed making this video, so make sure to like and subscribe, and also comment any what-if scenarios you guys want to see on this channel, and may the Force be with you.